Hi there, this is video 3.8, exploring parallel lines. What are the changes if the lines are parallel? Well, if the lines are parallel, almost all your angles end up being equal. All those cool pairs that we learned about before, if the lines are parallel, then those end up to be equal. All right, so let's go through the worksheet. We got a lovely little diagram sitting down here. How do you know that lines M and N are parallel? Of course. And I will just highlight them. Those little arrows on the line. Okay. Important to realize it's the ones at the middle. The ones on the ends are just saying that those are lines, and in geometry that's an important thing because it's the idea that those lines keep going on forever and ever. That's what the arrows are about. So unless it's marked or the question says the two lines are parallel, assume they're not. So in this case, here I threw the symbol for parallel. So M is parallel to N would be one way to write that. All right, so if the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. And the nice thing about when they're parallel is they also look equal. So it's pretty easy to get this one straight. You know what? Stop the video. Do this all you're saying because it's really similar to the last video we did, and I bet you know all this. All right, I trust you did. Corresponding angles 1 and 5. So now I can go angle 1 is equal to angle 5. On the previous video, I would just put a little plus in because it was like they are existing as corresponding angles. But now, not only are they corresponding, they are also equal. So 1 and 5, 4 and 8, angle 2 is equal to angle 6, right? So this is the upper right, and that's also the upper right. And 3 and 7. And there we go. There are corresponding angles. Also, alternate interior angles are equal. Angle 4 is equal to angle 6, angle 3. And it's nice because, I mean, if you look at the angle, for example, let's just highlight angle 4 and 6. They literally look the same size, right? They're both less than 90. They're on alternate sides of the transversal, and they're inside the other lines. So with a diagram like this, we're only going to get 2 sets. Alternate exterior angles are equal. Again, this is if the lines are parallel. If the lines aren't parallel, then none of this happens. Alternate exterior, so on the outside, so 1 and 7. And angle 2 and 8. And then we have our friends, the vertical angles. Vertical angles are my faves because I don't care if the lines are parallel or not. Vertical angles are always, 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 always equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Remember, vertical angles are ones that are kind of like crisscross. Angle 5 is equal to angle 7. Angle 6 equal to angle 8. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm really sad now that I wrote on my diagram because now I have a question asking me about the diagram. See, angle 1 is 115 degrees. Find the measures of all the other angles. Okay, and like I said, I always write all over my diagram, and then I worry about putting it into the question later. So if that's 115, then angle 3 is going to be 115 because that is vertical angles. How do we want to do it? Well, let's do it this way. Let's finish up this top section. We can say that Okay, so I gave you angle 1, so that's the one I want to deal with as much as I can. So we take angle 1 and angle 2. Those are supplementary. 180 minus 115. That is 65 degrees. Probably could do that in my head, but honestly, it's so embarrassing when I do my math wrong in a video. So that's going to be 65 degrees. So then angle 4 is going to be 65 degrees because those are vertical angles. Now, if we want to go down to the bottom, angle 1 and angle 5, we set that way over here, are corresponding and they're equal. So this is 115, and then this is vertical, and then these, I don't know, they're supplementary to the 115 I brought down. They're also corresponding to the 65 there. So lots of answers. So let's get this fixed up here. Now I can transfer all this, and if you don't like the way I did that and you want to just do them in order like it says here, that is completely fine. So angle 2, 65. Or put your degrees in. Y supplementary to angle 1. Angle 3, 115 degrees. Vertical to angle 1. Angle 4, 65 degrees. Now, two possible answers. You could say it is vertical to number 2. I'm going to say it is supplementary to angle 1. Only because as much as I can, I always try and refer back to the given question. That way, if, for example, I made a mistake in my math, I'll be able to catch it. Angle 5 is 115. Should left myself more room. Corresponding to angle 1. All right, number 6. That's 65 degrees. And how come supplemental to 5? We've got that nice half circle there. Semicircle. All right, number 7 is 115. Again, we could say because it is vertical to that angle. We could say because it's supplementary to that one. But just for practice, this one in number 1 is alternate exterior angle to number 1. Yeah, we got to practice this. Might as well use all the different information we have. And number 8. Where's number 8? 65. It is 65. Well, you know what? It's alternate exterior angle to angle 2. And I think somewhere along the line, we probably could have talked about alternate interior angles too. I didn't even use that. So as I put the note at the bottom, there's a lot of different answers for the Y here. And I don't think I can list them all. But for example, if I wanted to talk about number 6, I could say instead of it being supplementary, I could have said it is alternate interior angle to number 4. All right, that was a quick video, and we're done.